Whoa.
You're like still going.
Nice.
Sorry. It's okay. We're back.
But he's still not.
Welcome back to Let's Play Podcast.
I'm a Goth again.
Restart that timer.
You may look.
And there's no jokes about dildos because I don't.
It's okay. I'll cut our audio and then run video with the outro, and then I'll tie it back.
Oh yeah.
No problem. Editing magic.
Holy fucking bullshit.
That's not how you drink coffee.
I'm feeling the rain.
Yeah, rhythm
This
game.
is great.
I like what you did with your coffee there.
Asian crack.
What?
Ah no!
Failed.
No! I can't be talking.
He's pretty goth. He's pretty goth,
goth.
right?
Damn it!
That was pretty good.
He's not
You
perfect.
get a
goth.
trophy for
He's
you
pretty goth.
get a trophy for
All right,
perfect.
okay, you've officially proven yourself.
If
Yeah,
you
just
do,
tell us
I
when you
already
need us,
have it.
we'll
I'm
be
sure.
there.
So we were talking about my Japanese horror movie. Well, American Japanese horror movie.
Oh yeah. New friend request.
You got a lot of friends, right? You did all 4 of them?
Yeah.
Which means you are significantly closer to your next birthday. I think it's every 5, isn't it?
Yeah. Choose to.
Oh yeah, you gotta pick your group.
Damn it!
It's time.
No.
Who do you take the Goths to?
I don't want to
Do you
decide.
take them to the Drowells or to the KKK?
I think it's better to take them to the KKK when you put it that way.
I'm trying to remember who I picked in my first playthrough. I believe I took them to the KKK, but I don't remember.
Okay.
If you like that post, Randy gets an iPod.
Do I really? How do I like it?
You can't.
God damn it!
Randy's the only one that didn't like it. Because nobody wants Randy to have an iPad.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So I think we're finally at a point where my Mongolian bow is
Finally getting outpaced.
Is outpaced.
What else do you have to replace it?
I don't think I have anything right now.
Oh, so it's starting to get outpaced, but you don't have a replacement.
not a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that last group when I was fighting all the guys, their armor was at 80, and so my Mongolian bow was only dealing 1. It was doing the burning damage.
Yeah,
so that was
which is good, but not enough.
But not enough. Yeah.
It's not stacking bleeding on them.
Exactly.
So yeah, we gotta find. Maybe you can go to Jimbo's and get some new stuff. You might be strong enough now to actually get some nice stuff from there.
I'm just gonna put my swag here. Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually kind of an interesting thought because Japanese movies and American movies are very different. Horror movies are very different. And while this is based in Japan and it's very Japanese leaning, I intend it to be an American movie.
Sure.
But does that mean I have to make it more American traditionally, or do I just do I lean into it and I'm going to make an American Japanese horror movie? Which I'm not sure if that's actually been done before. Like they did The Ring and they tried, but that was early, and they did a pretty good job, but it was definitely more American.
Yeah, it was different.
The Grudge wasn't bad. The Grudge was nearly the same as the Japanese Grudge, but then the sequels were way different. There was one that came out this year actually that I wanted to see. That was called The Forest. And I think that was Blake Lively. Was it Blake Lively? No, it was the chick from. It was Marjorie from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Natalie Dormer.
Yeah.
That was based in Japan, and she went to this forest, which I believe is not even real, but it was supposed to be based on a true forest where people go in and commit suicide. So it's a mass suicide forest.
Oh, wow.
And her sister disappeared in there, so she goes to find her, and it's filled with demons and stuff, ghosts. I don't think it did very well though.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I really wanted to see it, but it was one of those movies that just slipped through with all the other movies I saw because I see movies all the time. Which actually I've only been to the movies once since I moved.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But we saw Kubo, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Japanese-inspired movies,
There you go.
it was great.
I still haven't even seen Suicide Squad.
Me neither.
Really?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Sucks.
A friend posted last night. She was like, "Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen it, I'm going to see it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not in LA, sorry, but I would totally see it."
I want to go see it. I might be able to convince Emma to go see it tonight, but
There you go.
she's also kind of sick, so maybe not. She might come home from work and go straight to bed. which I only have a couple more hours left to pick her up. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, I'm not sure which way I'm leaning yet. I definitely like in the inception of this movie, I was like, this is totally like a Blumhouse movie. Like, it would be low budget. Like, I'm totally skewed. This movie could easily be done for a couple $1 million. I say I could do it for like $500,000, maybe like $1 million.
Well, okay, so
easily.
So I think if we talk on the realm of the stuff that we're talking about and the plot lines we're talking about, I think it does change if you can't go different budget.
Yeah, but I mean, the scale of like the Blumhouse movies, like if I don't know if you've seen any of them, but like, and not just Blumhouse, but like that sort of caliber of movie right now, that kind of horror movie, like The Conjuring, Annabelle, what's the one about the dream things? Insidious, the Insidious series, The Purge, stuff like those. Very cheap movies that they seem like big budget, like they're well made, they're well cinematographed and everything.
Yeah,
but they're very cheap, and that's why they're so successful, because half as many people need to see them.
I'll give you a good price.
Right. And like that's kind of what I would aim for with this movie. It's like it'd be a low budget movie. It would be cheap. The most expensive thing in the movie would be like Omni effects, which would be very sparing. Like they would be very minimal in the movie because the Onis are more of an unseen presence generally. The end would probably be the most like graphic, intensive thing because it's like they're trying to summon the Oni, but it's gonna get stopped or whatever. And so that would be the intention, would be to make a really cheap, basically indie level movie, but hopefully through like a Blumhouse, where it's like that's what they do. They take these high concept horror movies, make them really cheap, and then they put them out there and make a ton of money because of the ratio. The ratio is really good for them. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that I can just like call up Steve Blum or whoever. Steve Blum's a voice actor. He doesn't make the Blumhouse movies, but not like I can just call the guy up and be like, "So I wrote this movie for you." But I mean, that would be the kind of person I would hope to attract with this kind of script. If I can make the script, which I mean, I've written stuff before, but this is kind of the first one that I'm like, this is really marketable. I could write this and I could get it to somebody, I think, and get interested in it.
Oh,
because it's
hey, I can open the door.
Oh, is that what the thing was for?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wonder, and this is just me spitballing, just because I know some people in this world, but I wonder if you could somehow do it as like a graphic novel.
Ooh.
And then have something more than just a screenplay.
Ooh.
To take it into something.
To a pitch.
Yeah, to a pitch.
I've been thinking about making like a trailer or like a short version, like a short movie, like a 5 to 10 minute version of it. That's just like the concept.
Yeah.
And using that as part of like, here's the script, done, it's written, it's had multiple drafts, it's refined, and then here's like a proof of concept. Here's the trailer, or like here's the short clip.
And that also could be
script.
Interesting in the context of like the medium that I hate the most in the world, which is Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh, so I get his PO box.
At the mail, at the post office.
So I'm guessing that's all there is in here. Okay. So,
God, this place is a mess.
I didn't want to decide, so I just did a side quest.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's a couple ways to take it.
Yeah.
But
I don't really want to go the Kickstarter route, because as much as I want to like make my own movies, I feel like it'd be more beneficial to make like a full-fledged movie with a script. Because I mean, really, as much as I want to make movies and stuff, I'm really trying to just get the screenwriting career going, right?
Well, okay, so but that's where I kind of will challenge the concept, which is like, what if you took what you're talking about, essentially.
Oh, you're not even talking.
Oh, okay. Let's try it.
Send your dreidel. Tangent. What is the joke class for the new game. I haven't looked to see what all the classes are.
Oh,
I haven't revealed them all either.
I don't. I think that's part of the problem. I
There's
don't
gotta
see
be a
it.
joke.
Time to warm up the crib.
I believe it. I'm just curious what it's going to be.
Yeah. So what's your challenge? What's the
Sleep now, the whippoorwills are dancing. Gently now, put your mind to rest.
What was I talking?
because I was saying that I wanted to jumpstart the screenwriting career, and that's more of what I'm focused on.
Okay, so
challenge is what?
here's my thought process,
Yeah.
and I don't know if this works in the realm of movies, but I know it worked in the realm of video games, which is what if you went the Kickstarter route, but then used that and spun it into all right. So I made this Kickstarter. I got $1.5 million.
Right.
I don't know what's realistic for a movie on Kickstarter, right? I got a reasonable amount of money from it, and now I'm now you go to a studio and you're like, hey, I've got this amount of backing.
It has the
Yeah, because my friend had to do something similar. He wanted to do a video game, and it was small. I think it had an education spin on it, or maybe it didn't. But either way, essentially he ended up going, ironically, I think at this point, to Konami, and they were like, all right, we'll help you out. Go run a Kickstarter, and depending on how many people back your Kickstarter, we may or may not be interested.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you had that, and you could say look, we're going to do this. Ideally, if we get the kind of backing we need, I'll be able to make a low budget version of this. But we might also try to shop it to a studio, and if we can, then we'll get more money to tell this story the right way, or something. Something that doesn't alienate people as I just want money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess if they care about you as a individual, they might be like, oh, okay, he's pretty legit. And then maybe that's the way to do it.
That's you guys.
Yes.
All 10 of you,
Please back.
if even.
I don't know. We got some dedicated people on.
Yeah, you
Twitch,
guys are building a bit of a Twitch following.
I was gonna say I was gonna try to race Ben to 100, but he's at 98.
Yeah, he's really close.
But if we grew at the pace we had been growing, we would actually beat him.
Really?
We went from 40 to 77 in a week and a half.
Okay, then yeah.
But
Has Ben
that
streamed
pace,
lately?
I've seen
He was consistent for a while.
I think recently I saw a couple of his streams, and they were like a camera on a 3DS. So he wasn't streaming from the 3DS, but he was streaming something.
Oh, that's tough.
Wait. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how to finish this Mackie quest.
Did you go to the post office?
No. Where's the post office? That's what I was trying to figure out. Sorry. Come on. I don't know which one's now. It's right here.
Maybe. Yeah, just follow down this road. It's one of these buildings. That's sweet, but keep going. I think it's next to the rhinoplastics.
Okay, so it's not me.
Oh yeah, he's a zombie. He got infected.
Can I fight him?
No, but you can go underneath him now.
Oh.
Because he can't stop you.
Yes. Yeah. So
that's interesting. I think the with the promise that we're gonna make the movie at the minimum, and then if somebody, but we're also gonna shop before we make the indie movie, we're gonna shop around the idea with studios or with production houses, based on the interest. And that might be that might be, and I mean it's not like you still support the awards and stuff for the first.
yeah,
So there's no issue.
you got some stretch goals for a screening and everything.
Right. That could be interesting. That might be a route to take. But I mean, obviously, let me finish this one first. I've already been toying around with this group for like a year, if not more. Not to say that I've been actively working on it for a year, because I didn't even have the stuff that we just talked about in the last episode or whatever. All of that was like the past 2 weeks. Like, I finally named the characters. I nailed down like that he's like a journalist. Like, I didn't have any of that. The same day I came up with that, I was also like, what if he was a detective and he got loaned to Japan because of this string of deaths?
Yeah,
and he's there to investigate it. But I was like,
which would be good. You just need like a reason that he is like uniquely fit.
Why is he uniquely fit to go to Japan to do that? And also, like at that point, I was like, but then what's the point of there being a game? Like, he has no connection to the game. He's gonna have to worry about game. Like, it's just a waste of time. Why not just make it a curse?
To be fair, at any point in this, if the child is like a gamer, you can spin that into something.
But why would he take his son with him to Japan for a case? Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's unlikely if it was important enough to bring him to Japan that he would actually bring the child, right? Because you could see it as like the child was really interested in anime and that sort of thing. He might be like, please take me. But again, like, detective is not exactly the type of profession that you can just bring your child with you to the job.
It's like, sure, I'll take you to Japan where I'm going to investigate the deaths of a bunch of under 7-year-olds.
Whereas, like, if you're a journalist, like, then it's more likely.
Yeah. That's why I was like, he's on assignment there for a while, so it's like, he didn't just like, he's not there for a week. He brought him to live there for like a couple months. So they have roots there now that are like, they've been there for a little while. They're starting to kind of learn customs and languages. They don't know
the
all
whippoorwill starts
superstitions
to
and
dancing.
that. So they're kind of
Gently now put your mind to
into Japan.
And that might be your story even to begin with, right? Is because you can say your story is this family is actually are expats living in Japan, and they happen to be like, and this happens to happen. They live in Japan because they like. Maybe it's like, you know, because if you're gonna do one about a father and a son, there's gonna be something about the mom, right? So maybe it's like they were there because of the mom. The mom's like passed away. He got this side journalism gig when she was alive to like bring in extra income, and then this is what happened. And man, maybe that's your like your storyline for the child.
Really good, because then you can use. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but you can use like the mom's death to
Now for my next drink.
between the two.
Yep.
And that's where you start playing with their relationship with each other throughout the movie, and the curse inadvertently brings them together.
Right.
Close your eyes, no more thinking about
and that's where you like the plot becomes okay. He understands the child is dealing with the death of the mom. That's why he like doesn't take as much attention to it. And then and that's where he's not paying attention when these symptoms are first being shown. And then afterwards he's like, oh shit, like it was actually something more than that. And then get into
Interesting.
whatever. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so where are you thinking? This way?
Is this where all the other business? Yeah, they would think this way. Parenthood. Unplanned Parenthood.
Oh, bank. Okay, wait. So I haven't done this.
Yep.
I have to get up here.
Double pro.
Alright. So the SWAT gloves are better now. Yeah. It's all good stuff.
It's fun though. And I get to sit down and like read about Japan all day and stuff, and that's cool. Because I love reading about and learning more and more. That's what it was. There's also a rock that you might be able to break.
Oh, I got the final.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I got 2. Wait, which means I should have 5.
Perk?
Oh, see.
Have some work done.
What are the bird nests for?
Nothing. use breadcrumbs, something might get stick.
So it's
Like, yeah, I think.
how do I get up there? So I'm guessing that's a little friend.
I don't know.
Let's see the post office first.
Yeah, so I've been working on that. And we'll talk about what else I'm working on next time on Let's Play Podcast.
Yay!
We're at the post office. Stop moving so we can end the episode. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
Later.